So this is the 2008 PAT questions for the environmental chemistry unit. Please push pause and try to do these questions on your own first. So question 21 is asking about which of the following substances is inorganic. Okay, so we're not talking about what goes in the organic bin and what's environmentally friendly and if you're vegan or not. Okay, it's whether it has carbon. Okay, so when we're talking about organic versus inorganic compounds, okay, yeah, we often do think of living versus non-living things. Okay, but it's mostly, does it have carbon? Yes, organic. Does it not have carbon? No, it's inorganic. Okay, so you're looking at these examples. Table salt. Go ahead. Thanks, Siri. Table salt, NaCl, sodium chloride. Nope, no carbon. Peanut oil, well, that came from a plant. Okay, peanuts have carbon. Living things all have carbon. Orange juice came from oranges, right? Brown sugar came from sugar cane, right? So these all were living things at one time, and so they are organic substances. Okay, but it's not because they were alive, it's because they had carbon, whereas table salt doesn't. Okay, so 21, the answer is A. And number 22, this is just straight out of your vocabulary. Okay, what does that mean, LD50? Okay, LD means lethal dose. Okay, so if you Google LD50, the first thing that pops up is these charts, and I think it's funny, one of them has to do with THC and CBD. So what we're trying to figure out there is what is the lethal dose? So how much, or how, and then this would be liquids, right? That's concentration. How much do you need for half that species to die? Okay, so if you have 50 rats and you give them 2 little tablets of Tylenol, okay, and you want to know how many Tylenols are you going to need till 50% of them die. So 25 of them die. Okay, so LD50 is how much is administered to a test population that kills half of them. Yeah, okay, they're not just sick, they actually die. And not necessarily the first 50. The first 50 could be like if out of 3,000, that's not it. Okay, it's the percentage. Okay, so this is just sick. This one's just sick. Okay, so this is if they die. And 23, this is one where somebody had fun with the graphs. Okay, so you're looking at point X. Sorry, pause it for a sec if you need to work through this question. I'll zoom out so you can look at the whole thing at once. There, push pause. Okay, so at point X is when you start measuring. So you see what's happening. Okay, we've got fish population levels go down and the population of algae goes up. So chances are what we probably did was we probably put in a lot of fertilizer. Okay, because the algae started growing. What was it? Nitrogen waste from cattle. Yeah, that's their waste, right? Very high in protein. Protein has lots of nitrogen. Okay, so this is their waste from the cattle, and it's not always fertilizer, right? But nitrogen does make the fish grow, right? NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, so if we have the algae population going up, okay, the amount of dissolved oxygen is going to go down. He's trying to measure the dissolved oxygen because even though you might think you are going to get more oxygen because you have more plants, okay, you actually are going to have less because your algae dies and decomposes, which uses up the oxygen because the decomposers need something to eat. Okay, they need to breathe in the oxygen. Okay, so our lake is actually going to be more toxic here. How do you know? The fish died. Okay, so if you're measuring the dissolved oxygen, okay, there's going to be less dissolved oxygen over time. Okay, so you look and see which of these graphs shows less dissolved oxygen all the time. So this is staying the same. Okay, this is up and down and up and down. Okay, this means the dissolved oxygen oxygen is going up over time, which you might have picked if you thought algae was going to make you have more oxygen. Okay, but it's actually going to go down. Okay, so C is the correct answer in this example.